Was that the Monday? Yeah. Monday was the 2nd. Is there any reports about, like, the sheriff? Was it? I think I just got a text tonight. Thanks. Sheriff. Appointment of the sheriff. But there's nothing else other than that. Up here, Mr. Whitehawk. How you doing? You alright?
I'm doing pretty well, Dark. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So, I got past your report this morning, but I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth, if that's alright.
Sure, of course. So, well, I'd like to start by, have you actually taken a look at the treason charge as it currently reads?
The treason charge? What's that got to do with anything?
What do you mean, what does that have to do with anything? The 4 people involved committed treason.
Okay. Alright. So, let's start from the top, AJ. What's going on?
So, essentially what has occurred is 2 members of the BCSO, being Ventura and Cassidy, decided to take it upon themselves to go to Judge Grayson, Arcadia Grayson, and Murray Falconer, and
Okay.
more or less demand that Kyle Pred be removed as mayor, pursuant to a piece of legislation that does not apply to Pred as the mayor. They utilized the Blaine County procedures for staff. I don't remember what the exact name of the legislation is. It should be in the report. But in that piece of legislation, it does not state that it applies to the mayor. Reading through the legislation and conferring with numerous individuals, that legislation is specifically designed for how the mayor handles his or her employees, basically the employees directly of the cabinet. And it specifically states what the roles and responsibilities of those specific members are. The mayor is not listed among them, as the mayor is not supposed to be. With that, there is another procedure in place for the removal of any official, which is either going through an impeachment or an authority conduct review, as stated in the state legislation. Now, trying to utilize county legislation or county law to supersede state law in and of itself is inherently illegal. County law does not supersede state law. Also, through that, neither Judge Grayson nor Judge Falconer has the authority granted to them by the Constitution or any other legislation to remove a higher authority. That higher authority being the mayor of Blaine County. When asked under what authority he was being removed, they stated he was being removed under the authority of Blaine County, yet the mayor of Blaine County is the authority of Blaine County. They also stated that they spoke with the justices regarding this, yet after conversations with the justices, it was stated that they did not have any direct involvement. Specifically, Justice Hallow stated that he refrained from making any comment on it whatsoever, and Justice Hart was apparently asleep.
Okay. Who's here? You know these people?
I do not. Looks like they may be going into the maze.
Guess it's a nice night for it, I guess. Okay.
Now, there's obviously several witnesses to the events in question, as should be notated on the report. But if you look up the treason charge in the MDT, you will see that what they've done falls in line with treason.
Which specific line? This is a big charge. Yeah. Specific.
Read through it for me because I can't access the MDT.
Oh, you want me to read it out like a bedtime story? Yeah.
If you could read it out, Dark, I could directly identify it again. I don't have access to the MDT currently.
Fine. Whoever engages in and/or incites others to participate in rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the state of San Andreas, or an individual who attempts to subvert the authority of the state of San Andreas through violence, rhetoric, or other means, the authority of the state of San Andreas.
Continue though.
The authority of the state of San Andreas shall be considered for the purposes of this statute to include the laws and legislation of the legislative authorities and the constitution of the state of San Andreas. This shall include anyone who attempts to secede away from the state by sovereign land claims or annexation, using official processes to contest legislation and other aspects of the legal system is not included in this charge.
Okay, so that first section that I pointed out, and then it falls in with a legislative authority, is the mayor of Blaine County, as is the mayor of Los Santos County, as is the justices, or excuse me, as are the justices.
So in essence, what you're saying is because the Department of Justice were the ones to enact this authority and remove Pred from his position.
No. The justices did not. The judges did.
Right.
The judges do not have that power. Yeah. And if you look at the judicial powers codified legislation, nowhere in that legislation were they granted the authority to do so. The only means of removing an official from office is through impeachment or an authority conduct review that then results in impeachment afterwards.
Okay. All right. Well, let me write some of this down. Said some things that I want to write down.
No, of course.
So, you're a part of Pred's cabinet, right?
I am. Aside from that, I've had been a lawyer in this city for a very long time, Dark, as you should be possibly remember, though it has been a while.
Sure, yeah. Okay. So when did this happen? Do you know?
What is it now? 2 or 3 days ago?
Okay. So you know what date was that?
Give me 1 second. I will double check.
Hallow said that he had no involvement, but Arcadia said that they were in constant email communication. Which is interesting.
I believe it was Tuesday the 3rd.
Tuesday the 3rd, okay. Okay, so it happened on Tuesday. What were the events from your knowledge that led to what happened? I guess I'll ask: were you present, or is this information that you're getting?
Present.
You were present. Okay, all right. So tell me what happened on Tuesday.
So there was a state announcement that Pred was appointing a temporary or an interim sheriff to replace Sheriff Bones. After that is when Under Sheriff Cassidy and Deputy Ventura went down to the courthouse to complain to the judges there. I had called Tony Leung just to kind of catch up and see kind of what was going on. He informed me that they were down at the courthouse because it sounded like the judges were going to try to screw over Pred again. So I went down to the courthouse. I arrived at the courthouse, went inside to the courtroom that's on the second floor. And they were just getting into basically Pred being removed and why.
Oh, so you went to the office? Did you go inside or you stay outside?
No, it was in the courtroom itself. And
I was in the courtroom.
I went into the courtroom. Court was not in session. They were standing on one side of the benches there, and we were on the other. Myself, Tony Leung, Kyle Pred, obviously, Tylenol Peters, Bobby Charles, Carmine Costello were all there, as well as Abilene Contralto.
Okay, so specifically, you went into the courtroom, and what did you hear? So, what judges were present, and then who else was present?
Grayson and Judge Falconer. The parties for Pred that were present were Kyle Pred himself, myself, Tony Leung, Abilene Contralto, Tylenol Peters, Carmine Costello, Bobby Charles, Under Sheriff Cassidy, and Deputy Ventura were standing at the very back of the courtroom. And Mateo Radic, who was the newly appointed interim sheriff, was also there.
And those three BCSO, were they talking to the judges when you walked in?
When I walked in, no. Mateo Radic, I believe, came in either after I got there or may have been there rightly before. But no, the two sheriff's deputies were standing at the back of the courtroom essentially when I got there.
And when you say the back, were they with the judges or were they separate?
They were in close enough proximity, but they were not standing directly next to the judges. But we were, I believe they did state that the judges stated that they were the ones to bring up the issue.
Okay, give me one sec.
Take your time, Dark.
Okay, and when you walked in, you heard Grayson and Falconer talking, and what specifically were they saying?
Grayson and Falconer were talking to Pred and the other individuals that were there with Pred, basically stating that he was going to be removed and why he was being removed.
And what specifically did they say?
They stated that he was being removed pursuant to the initial legislation that I cited in the report, as he has a felony currently due to his conviction of violation of a court order. But pursuant to that legislation, they conferred with the other judges as well as justices, and the decision's been made to remove him from office.
Okay.
And then it went into a lot of back and forth regarding that piece of legislation, as that piece of legislation does not state that it applies to the mayor. Again, it specifically cites and defines other positions underneath the mayor. And in the legislation itself, it directly states positions underneath the mayor, as well as the employees of the mayor's office. Therefore, there really is no good faith argument with that legislation that it also applies to the mayor. And that was pointed out numerous times. And it was also pointed out that if they want to remove the mayor for whatever reason, there are legitimate processes in place via state legislation. That is the impeachment and authority conduct review legislation. And those things would have to be done. An impeachment hearing would have to take place. That way, there's actual due process. And if at the end of the day he is impeached and removed from that, then it is what it is. But they can't use county legislation that does not directly apply to the mayor to try to supersede and essentially invalidate state law to accomplish their goals.
Okay. And you said that Arcadia and Falconer, you said that they spoke to the justices. Is that?
That's what they said. Okay. Now, there was a conversation, and you would have to speak with Kyle Pred regarding this because I was not directly there. But there was a conversation between Pred and the justices. I believe Nino was present, as was a state official. And the justices stated that Justice Hilo stated that he did not take part in that conversation. And Justice Hart was asleep and had no knowledge of it until after the fact.
Okay. All right. Is there anything? So that's okay. Is there? So Justice Howard said he did not take part in the conversation, and Hart was asleep until after the fact. Okay.
Correct.
All right. You said Nino was present for this conversation. Pred was present. Who else was present? You said a state official.
There was a state of that. So the conversation with the justices apparently took place after the fact. And yes, we were told there was a state official that was present.
Right.
Mayor Nino was present. Kyle Pred was present. And Hart and Hallow were present.
Clear. All right. And do you know the outcome of that conversation?
I do not entirely. I do know that the justices basically refused to take any legitimate measures to rectify the situation. And so we were and are exploring other legal remedies to the situation. But after going over things with myself, other counsel, legal counsel that I'm, familiar with, as well as getting outside opinions from other citizenry and other members of the judiciary that I will not name, as they requested that I keep them out of it for now. It was determined that after going through these charges, that treason does fit the situation.
Okay. And you said at the beginning of this conversation, you said 4 individuals, right?
Correct. The 4 individuals would be Ventura, Cassidy, Arcadia Grayson, and Judge Falconer. They were the initial 4 that started this whole thing.
Okay. And you said you've spoken to other judges and got their opinion on the matter as well.
I have, but I cannot currently specify who, as I, again, told them that I would not directly name them unless they agreed to it in court. But I also have spoken with other legal counsel throughout the city, gotten their thoughts and opinions. Myself being someone who has created and crafted numerous pieces of legislation and has audited quite a few pieces of legislation, all agreed that the legislation that's being used does not directly apply. And again, after going through the charges and going through the events, treason does fit the bill.
Okay. Are you aware of anything else that's happened regarding this other than so when you say you're looking for alternative avenues, for to rectify this situation? Are
Correct.
you
I
talking
mean,
on
I'm
behalf of
talking on
the
litigation.
right? Yeah, but you're talking on behalf of yourself or the Blaine County Mayor's office that I guess
On behalf of
was.
the Blaine County Mayor's office.
Okay, all right. I'm just clear.
Yeah, no. I'm a part of the Blaine County Mayor's office, Stark. Okay, I
Oh,
have
oh
been a
shit!
member of the cabinet
Look
since
who it
this
is.
and before the he was actually elected mayor. I was working on the electoral team to get him elected, the campaign staff, and then numerous roles within the cabinet itself, though those were never officially
Cool.
rectified because Angel never gave us our keys. So,
Wait, I got a question for you.
sure.
Who? So I saw that Pride had put up a repeal for this specific piece of legislation that was quoted.
Correct.
Um, do
Yeah,
you
we did that on the
personally
3rd.
do you personally know why that was on hold?
Because yes, I do actually. So I myself, a few members of Nino's cabinet crafted an audit of the legislative process and removal legislation that they'd put in place. That was sent off to the state after we submitted it because the justices were conflicted. But essentially, Justice Angel took a leave of absence because she decided to have a temper tantrum because her power was stripped away and the corrupt things that she was doing were no longer able to be done. So instead of another justice stepping in to manage legislation that has been proposed, whether it's new legislation or legislation that was being proposed to be repealed or modified, whatever the case, everything is just kind of sat there. The reasoning for repealing that legislation was
Mm-hmm.
because it was set up incredibly vague and we wanted to get it corrected. But because of how much needed to be corrected in that legislation, it was going to take a full rewrite. So instead of just going to amend it, we were going to propose a entirely new piece of legislation once it was repealed. That way, the people actually get a chance to have a voice and speak on it. And there were other roles that were going to be added, such as members of the legislative committee, things of that nature.
Right. Okay. So you said that you sent off the audit to the state, um, and
Correct. The state
then
determined that the
okay.
justices were acting unconstitutionally. There was a notice that was sent back from the state stating as much. And essentially that the justices, as well as the other legislative authorities, needed to work together to come up with a solution. Nino and Pred tried that the day after the day that we got that piece
Okay.
of documentation from the state. My understanding again is that Justice Angel threw a temper tantrum and stormed out and essentially refused to work with Nino and Pred on it, and then went on a leave of absence. Nino and Pred had been trying to work with Justice Hallow to get something kind of finalized, and to my understanding, a day or two after Pred was actually sentenced for the violation of a court order, Pred met with Justice Hart and Justice Hallow to continue going over legislation. And even at that time, they continued to recognize him as the mayor and never brought up anything about him being removed from office. As well, Pred was exploring the options of one, appealing that charge because he did have approval from Leah Strong to do what he did, who is his treasurer, as well as the felony diversion program, which was brought up, at the conclusion of trial. And Hallow said that they would discuss it the day after because he had something he had to go take care of.
Okay. And what date was it?
That happened Saturday, I believe, when he was convicted, and they had that discussion about the diversion program. And then I think the meeting with the judges, or the justices, happened either Sunday or Monday. I don't know exactly the date. You'd have to check with any of one of them that were there.
So on Saturday, Pred got convicted, and then he asked for the felony diversion program. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, so on Sunday, he had a meeting with the justices.
Correct. Sunday or Monday, and that was to continue to go over basically the legislative approval stuff
Sure. Yeah.
that the government stated that they had to work on together.
And then you said it was on Tuesday, so nothing happened on Monday because he didn't get his felony diversion program on Monday, right?
Correct. They weren't discussing that at the time. They were going over the legislative process that has still yet to be fully rectified. And it didn't get brought up at that time because that was not the purpose of the meeting.
Okay.
And yeah, we didn't have a chance to even talk with Hallow after that because then they did this. So.
Okay. Hold on, give me a sec. I just did a welfare check on. So on Sunday they're meeting with the justices. On Monday there was still no felony diversion program hearing, right? And then Tuesday got removed.
Correct.
Okay. So when the this audit was sent to the state, and the state
there was no audit sent to the state.
You said that this is in regards to the legislation, the approval process.
That one, yes,
yeah,
yes, sir.
So
Go ahead.
When that was sent to the state, and the state came back and said it was unconstitutional, was at that point like all legislation, the whole process was put on hold until there was a new legislation written up.
So that's essentially what the justices did, but it should not. If you look at it, the only process that was stopped was the process of the DOJ, because it was their process, their part of the process of them trying to name themselves an uncontested authority that was deemed unconstitutional. The process that the mayors have followed was never deemed unconstitutional and was not directly affected, or should not have directly been affected by this. Yet the justices, or I can't even say the justices because it wasn't all of them. Justice Angel took it upon herself, as she was the only justice really, I guess, around at the time, to not essentially do her job in continuing to move through the other legislative bodies' legislation, review it or whatnot. Even though it was not directly affected. And if you would like a copy of that letter, I can email you one.
From the state? Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll text you the thing for it. Dark, give me 1 second.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, my point at the minute is
there you go.
Is this safe? Maybe not. I'll don't worry, I got it.
No. It is safe. It can't be modified, so you're fine.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I won't look at that straight away. I'm just gonna put it in the report that I'm writing. Okay, you guys audited the legislation approval process, right?
Correct.
The state came back. Did the state say that things should be put on hold?
No, so I'll read off to you exactly what it says, and then you can review it yourself.
Yeah.
So it states, representatives, the Constitution outlines the process by which legislative authorities may propose or implement legislation, specifically through a referendum, with the Department of Justice serving as the processing mechanism. It is intentional that subsequent legislation clarifying these processes should succeed the Constitution, allowing it to adapt to the evolving needs of the people without requiring a state bill unless prompted by formal request. The DOJ has uncontested authority over legal and judicial matters in San Andreas. The governance is designed to ensure the safety of our citizens and maintain law and order in a streamlined manner, similar to how the San Andreas Medical Authority should operate regarding health matters. To clarify, a legal or judicial matter both arise from disputes in law as part of a judicial proceeding. Any legislation passed that is uncontested, and that's in quotes, by the DOJ must be grounded in judicial matters and their outcomes. Otherwise, it will need to be passed through a referendum. Uncontested authorities are temporarily enacted while moving or enacting legislation specific to their branch of power. They do not represent a permanent authoritative state over all legislation. The legislation passed in question is granting power unrightfully against the Constitution's vision. It is encouraged that all authorities immediately create a resolution to amend the legislation together for the people. Sincerely, state officials.
Okay. So it's just, get your heads together and put something better. Make something better, basically.
Correct. Fix the portion for the DOJ that's broken and continue on about your day, basically.
Let me, okay, it's
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Have him come up here, actually.
Well, I want to finish talking to you first. Hold on.
Hey, Richard, how you doing?
You're not too bad, Brett. I did say I'd call you back.
Yeah, it couldn't wait, Richard. It could
okay,
not
what's
wait.
up? What's up?
Listen, I need to put you to a task.
Okay, don't say it like that, please, because, I don't work for you, whether you're the mayor or not.
I pay your taxes. All right, well, look, I'm not the mayor anymore, or I am the mayor. I don't know what's going on. There's no paperwork. Listen, I need you, Richard. I need you to do some digging. Do you got me? Bitch?
I'm already looking into things, Fred.
Oh, well, you're already looking into things. Well, this is great for me. All right? 24-hour turnaround? What are we looking at here? 24-hour turnaround?
I found out you weren't the mayor, yesterday, so give me some time, okay?
Well, hold on. I'm not 100% sure I'm not the mayor. All right? Because I ain't got no paperwork.
Oh.
And if my announcement ain't good, I don't think their announcement's good either. I don't think their announcement's any better than mine. Especially after all the shit I've uncovered.
Okay, well, I want to talk to Fred, but I'm actually talking with a member of your cabinet at the minute. So I'm talking with Ajax about this whole thing.
All right, that's one of my boys. Yeah.
Yeah. So once I'm wrapped up here, I'll call you.
I need to borrow some money.
Gotta go, Fred.
The shit.
Right. So where were we? So it wasn't put on hold, and you said that none of the justices picked up the rest of the legislation requests, right?
Yeah, and that was from us or from Nino's office.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, did either of the justices say why they weren't doing that?
I couldn't answer that. I don't know.
Couldn't answer that. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I mean, to date, they still haven't been touched. So.
Yeah, but so Nino's has. Do you know why Nino's have and Pred's hasn't?
Because they want Pred out of office.
Is that a factual reason, or are you assuming?
I am making a educated guess.
Okay. All right.
Based on all that's happened.
Okay, I don't think I have anything more for you for now. Is there anything else you feel like you haven't told me but think you need to tell?
So I don't know if Pred had brought it up to you before, but I mean, this kind of goes in line with the pattern that's been established and why I say they want him out of office, because while he was being sworn in, a bad warrant was pushed to try to get him arrested to immediately get him out of office. Right after that failed, the other situation happened where essentially a faulty warrant was signed to try to raid him. or then they did raid him and then try to press charges, and that was eminently dismissed during the trial. And then, of course, right after, not more than 2 days after that's done, then this happens. So to me, it's a pattern of bad faith behavior to try to remove him, and it's just a continuation of more things. I know Pred's not a saint. I've been around a long time, Dark, but we're trying to do good things for the people, and to have it constantly snuffed out before it even has a chance to breathe is a bit ridiculous. And again, with what they've done, it is a clear overreach. It is a direct violation of the legislation that's been put in place. And again, to me and to those I've spoken with, and I've gone outside of the echo chamber of the cabinet. I've spoken with outside individuals that have no stake, no skin in the game, and I've gotten the same responses. So again, my main thing was I wanted it to at least be looked into. You are one of the only marshals that I know, and of the marshals that I have interacted with, you are the only one that I know of that has any real integrity. And so I'm just hoping for a fair process to be done, regardless of outcome.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the cliche, but at the end of the day, we'll look into this regardless. It's a big situation, right? The mayor's been removed from office, and it deserves a little bit of, everything to be laid out the way it happened, and that's what I'll do. I'll see what I can find out, and get the facts, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. And to note, even to date, there has still been no impeachment resolution put in place to properly remove him.
Right.
And just make sure you note that. And, if you look at the docket, there's nothing there. So
yeah, I'm aware. Okay. All right, Ajax. Well, listen, if you think of anything else, just be sure to give me a call, all right?
Will do. I may be back up here or whenever you meet with Pred, just because, that's part of my job. But
sure. There's so many people texting me. What's going on? I better call your boss back.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a call if you didn't. So.
Hey, Dark, your car got towed, big dog.
How the fuck did my car get towed? It was perfectly legal when I left.
Wasn't parked perfectly legal when I got done with it.
Driving like fucking maniacs through here, man. I mean, they've been hitting shit all
No, Ajax, I'm talking about my personal car that Pred is, I guess, at right now. Oh. And you didn't hit it, did you, Pred?
Prove I did, bitch.
Okay, that's not the words of someone who wants to be mayor, man. What's that? What is that?
Hey, do your job, all right? It's what I'm paying you for. You work for me, all right? Wage cut.
I don't work for you, Pred.
Hey, listen here, you goddamn bureaucrat, all right? You're in my pocket, all right? I own you.
I'm not. No, you don't.
Me.
Okay,
I'm the
listen.
I'm the people that you serve, all right? So what I need is justice. No justice, no peace, all right?
What does that mean?
Now listen, I got a handle I gotta fly off of for a bit, all right? Until this whole thing fucking gets taken care of.
Well, do you want to speak to me or about what happened?
Ain't we speaking?
Oh, so you don't want to meet up? Why are you speaking so strange?
Why ain't you asking me no questions?
Because I don't really want to do it over the phone, Pred.
What do you mean you don't want to do it over the phone? You think someone's listening?
Yeah, they could be.
I assure you I ain't paying nobody to do that. So, I mean, you're good.
I've got more people, that might be after me right now that could be listening to this conversation.
I don't think anybody's after you.
Okay, well, little do you know. But do you want to come meet me?
You know what? Maybe I'll meet you after I get done doing what I'm doing.
What are you doing right now?
Don't be worried about it, big dog. I ain't. Arf.
What the fuck did I just listen to? What the fuck, man? Right, odds on the other judge that Ajax and Pred talked to about whether or not this was treason was Nathaniel Grayson. I'll take a Nathaniel Grayson for $5, please. This is spicy, man. This is real spicy, yeah. You know what? We gotta get down to the office. I'm worried about what the fuck Fred is doing. He's acting like... I don't know what he's acting like, but... Yeah, we gotta go check on that guy. Whoa! Fred doesn't act normal, dude. He doesn't know the meaning. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Hold on, let me turn the radio on.
Left again, quick left. Onto Westmere Drive. Continuing northwest, Westmere Drive, taking a right onto Nicola Ave, eastbound, stopping. Two are getting out and running into the backyard. Let's just go after the driver. Yeah. Left northbound, Mirror Park Boulevard.
Hey, where's my... Actually, where's my car?
To jump into.
Yeah, or a bike or something.
Yeah, get ready for
Transitioning westbound Mirror Park.
I didn't even think to check it. What the fuck? It is at the tow yard, man. Fred does have double down syndrome, it's true. I can't believe it. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
I see that. Hey, Dark.
Hey, did you see what happened with my car?
Kyle was here.
What?
I said Kyle was here. I saw your car was parked like sideways, so I assume he hit it.
What was he driving?
What's Kyle driving? It's the same fucking tank, right, Pink?
Did he say anything? He was acting all weird on the phone.
No, he just wanted to speak with you, and he said he's woke now or something, and that he's like
he's
more
what?
Blood. He's woke. He's like woke or something now, and that and then he talked about blood and then violence, and he's all about blood and violence now or something.
Oh my god. Okay. Fantastic. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we talked about our vehicles and how we don't get a budget for upgrading our vehicles. And that's about it.
Fantastic. This is great.
Well, hey, happy news. We found blood at the FIB building.
You did? Did it come back to?
Well, we're on the phone, and there could be looky-loos with their fucking devices.
Is it in a report?
Yeah, I just made a report. It's the main one, the main hub investigation. It's under the investigation updates. I also made a new report because the individual who I won't name had no gang affiliation, but he was arrested a lot of times. So I went through all the incidents and created a report and listed all the names he got arrested with, and there's some commonalities that you can take a look.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interest.
I'm going to look through the names and see who comes up most frequently, and then see what gang they're part
Besties.
of. And then it's not solid proof, but at least it's something.
Okay. I can tell you it adds up with the people we found before. Yeah.
Yes, keeping it vague. Keeping it vague. I'll see you at the office.
Keeping it
I'll
vague, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Where's that? Pride's up to something, man. I want to know what.
Definitely approved, by the way, if you're able to pit that. Continuing south of Elgin, going towards Olympic Freeway. They're gonna try the drop onto, I think, Alta or Power. Either one. Stand by for now. We did have interference earlier.
I'm gonna head up here.
I'm gonna go to Red Garage.
We're going
Hello?
to
Hey, Dark.
Garage now. Northbound, Olympic,
Justin wants to
or
move
right
around, so we're going to hop in the car. How about we have our little powwow in the car as we drive around?
South
Well,
Rockford, exit stopping up in
Unless
the
you're
good
busy.
idea.
Drop on a Del Perro.
I'm going to this bank truck up north,
Okay.
just to see who it might be involved.
Come towards Senior Buns.
Okay.
Because Fred kind of cut the call off with me and was like, he was acting all, he was talking like a gangster and was like, I gotta go do some shit, dog.
Oh, so that's why you're wondering if so you think he's doing crime
Get
again,
a unit
or
to
allegedly
158
doing
on Del
crime again?
Perro.
I see that
Allegedly,
bike.
right? So I'm just gonna go up and have a peek.
Okay. Good luck. Maybe we can join you, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just driving up there and it's, I'm a cruiser, so yeah, I'm just gonna go take a peek.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Just tackle
All
the
right.
Jeep.
I'll see you in a bit. All right.
If he tackles an officer one more time, just beat him.
Hey, this person off the bike.
He failed to tackle, but he went for it.
This car's so slow, man.
You know, pick him up. Boss with the intercept.
Okay, we're going eastbound Del Perro, opposing lanes of travel. I'm not good on a motorcycle anymore. I need backup.
Got it, Mom.
Taking the exit towards Elgin, braking left southbound Elgin. Continuing southbound Elgin, left eastbound San Andreas. Left immediate right, eastbound through an alleyway. Right southbound Little Bighorn. Southbound Little Bighorn.
I'm here to join the photo club. What's go?
They're aiming guns at us.
I see 5 to 6 people with guns, Dark.
They're all aiming.
That's
at us,
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
too. One of them's running in
Capitol.
circles over and over again.
Left, southbound Davis. Right, east,
He's aiming at us again. What is
westbound
this?
Innocence.
There's a big gun.
The big gun, you got a big,
It
big
is.
clip.
Right,
on it.
northbound.
Secretary. Continuing northbound Elgin, slowing left
I wonder
westbound
who it could be.
Apple.
Yeah.
They're waving at us. He's aiming again.
They're aiming.
Casino,
They're
both
aiming.
northbound- Right northbound Alta,
Well, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, he's getting closer to Wayne.
Oh, he's getting.
Somebody say something?
He's coming. He's coming over, man.
Oh my God!
Holy
Oh,
shit!
Jesus.
Well, they were
Left
aiming at. There was a
southbound
Chaos
going into
Legion bike
the
under
apartments
before
on
they were
Alta
aiming at.
Street.
We should open fire on them.
Should we
Going
go
all the
over
way
and say
around
hello?
back
Well,
to Alta,
I don't know about that.
southbound.
Well, I mean,
Joke's
you
on
can.
I'm
them,
sure.
I
I'm
just
sure they're
upgraded this
friendly.
bike.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah, left eastbound. There's that
They weren't
old-
friendly. They probably would have shot already.
Well,
That's
I mean,
the old
the guy in the
vehicle
ring
shop,
definitely
left
wants to.
northbound Elgin. Right eastbound Vespucci in Legion Square. Immediate right southbound
I
Strawberry.
think they originally shot
Right
down to the
westbound
left
Adams
over
Apple
there by
again.
the
I think they
store.
want a shootout. They
Left
want this to
southbound.
happen.
And then an
What's he got in his hand? Is that a
eastbound
Deagle or a
onto
Tech 9? What
Olympic
is that?
Freeway,
The
opposite
guy in
lane of
red?
travel.
Staying down.
Yeah.
I try to.
Yeah, they're gonna
Uh,
ramp. They're trying to ramp.
That looks like a Deagle with an
They're
extended
doing a
mag.
drop,
Yeah, it looks like a
drop, 'cause
Deagle.
we're,
Yeah.
Going down to whatever it's called, Strawberry.
What if we just tell other gangs that this is
If I'm
happening
here.
here, so other gangs deal with this?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I never
did
do
Oh,
that.
why
I
not? It's a
Motor
great way to
vehicle.
get rid of
I
it.
only swat out every time I hear a horn. I keep asking what it is.
Oh, it's a cargo.
R.O.
ship.
Louis.
Oh.
He told me
Right,
about it.
westbound Innocent.
He told me you get a card or
Stuck
something. And you
southbound,
gotta
60
go and
northbound. Excuse me,
do
Elgin.
the job, the banks. And
This
there's
vehicle
$300,000 in
I'm
that
getting
bank truck, by the way.
northbound Elgin.
There's 300K.
Yeah, it's inked
Yeah,
bags.
Forehead told me yesterday it's
Maybe some
$300,000 in there.
God
They're all
damn.
aiming
Man.
at us.
Westbound occupation.
I mean, under
get
the helmet,
photo.
that guy on the in the pink with the
Left
pink
again,
helmet kind of looks familiar.
Power.
The
Left
bike
again.
was
There
supposed
would be
to
two
But I
Sure,
can't.
no.
I can't put my finger on it.
They trapped
guess we can
themselves,
chase the
kinda.
car,
Nope,
please.
they're unstuck.
got a big
Southbound
truck
power.
there.
I hear a car.
I got speed on your right.
Oh,
I also hear a call.
Hey, friend.
Are we
hey,
good?
other marshals.
Oh, hey, marshals. We're looking at
Continuing
these
southbound
criminals here. They're
power.
putting
Should we go
guns
chase
at us.
some guys?
Going for
Yeah, I guess
Vespucci.
so.
I'm down.
Right,
What channel?
westbound Vespucci.
We're getting in the
Right,
car right now.
northbound A-firm, Alta Street.
All right,
Okay.
I've got a shortcut.
Right, eastbound San Andreas.
Do you want to go channel 6 or something?
It's up to Ventura. Just
Right,
3-on-1 it,
southbound
Ventura.
Okay, go on channel 6.
Okay.
What did you fucking say, you slut? Huh? 64 years not.
Trying to send it up the mountain. They're gone, guys. Oh wait, I see them going westbound through the desert.
They're going west off road.
Headed towards Joshua.
There's a two-door sports car that left earlier the same direction. I didn't see exactly what time.
My car's too slow. We should be the westbound towards Joshua Road. Oh no, they're going right northbound. They are northbound on Joshua. Going all the way towards Sandy by the looks of it.
What channel are we on?
Channel 6, Channel 6. Currently VCB. Oh, shit in it. That's a pole.
Who the hell are these bastards?
I think they went eastbound towards Sandy Shores. Wait, oh no, there's a marshal on the top. You see him up there?
No, we tried looking. I don't see anything. I don't see any speeding vehicles going east.
Copy that.
Let's see, fuck all.
I wonder who that guy in the sock mask was.
I see it. It's right on eastbound Panamera Doctor. It's going through the toll booth, carrying on past the. It's going right now onto 68, I think. God, it's a westbound 68.
He hung up. He hung up.
Past prison now on Route 68. Car belongs to a Aubrey Webster. On to, where the fuck are we? Southbound onto an off-road. Sonora Road now.
Dude, this car's so shit.
We're going into the construction site. Fuck, goddamn this guy. Construction site opposite Sonora Road. And jumps and stuff. Oh! I need backup.
009's here. They're on the Redwood Lights track headed towards 68. They're going southbound right now through a little off-road path, crossing westbound towards Joshua. Now they're back northbound. Fucking hell. On VCB.
My ass hurts, goddamn.
I know, I see them. They're north of us. They're continuing on the track, headed eastbound. These sons of bitches.
Ass.
There's a guy in a black sock mask that looks hopefully familiar. I can't put my finger on it, though.
Well, the vehicle comes back to Aubrey Webster, if that helps.
Maybe. They're still on the track going northbound. Try and call him again.
Double 4 secondary. We're fucking doing some off-road shit southbound. Passing a big hunker yellow thing. Continuing.
He's not picking up.
Just doing circles. We're doing a racetrack. We're now southbound through the racetrack. Oh my god, there's a jump.
Southbound on Sonora Road.
07's got
right
it.
up.
Continuing southbound. Going off-road, slightly west now. Continuing westbound. Still gonna be on dirt roads. Still staying
This car's
westbound,
so
parallel
slow.
Baker Canyon. Look around southbound. Just going up. Up and up and up.
Can I get up there before them? I don't think so. Yeah.
Now we're up road.
Ah.
We're approaching the barriers, Beachy Canyon. It's going around, continuing southbound.
Oh,
southbound,
God.
to Beachy Canyon.
This poor car.
Off road again, southbound.
I am not making it up here.
Watch out for trees. That
There ain't
are
no
totally
way.
visible.
How the
Careful.
fuck?
Northbound East Galileo. And on the dirt road again. Looking around northeast. Just in the hill still. It's just like. He's going as far up as he can go. Westbound.
I'm gonna stay down here,
South.
just in case.
Alright, we're approaching the big golf ball. Where the bank truck is.
The bank truck. 245's on break. Do you need units or are you good?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we got a big old truck just driving off road.
Aubrey Webster, the car comes back to. Big truck upgrade.
Alright, we're full send northeast to East Galileo.
Oh,
It's
say,
sort
oh
of
my god,
massive
Giga jump.
We
Oh,
made
see, rest
it.
in
We're
pepperoni.
good. Continuing northeast, full sending it still.
Kind of not flip.
Going in the underpass from BCB. He's full send. Still northbound. We're approaching like Redwoods, I think.
Uh-oh.
He's done another
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
He might bounce here at 50, standby. Nope, he's continuing northbound, going past the Dollar Pills, Route 68. Still going north off road, until we approach the Sandy and stuff, the airfield.
Brett is for the people. He damn right he is.
He's just going full on. He's going on the train tracks now, stand by. Nope, he's just full north, going over the second mountain, leads to water.
Cutting east. I'll go to Sandy.
It looked like he was turning east, but with ECB, went over the crest of the mountain. Could have U-turned and went west.
I got it. It's on Joshua Road going southbound. Now going off-road towards Stab City. They're down at the beach off of Joshua Road on the north. Oh my god. Go to Stab City. They're on an island. Oh my god. I think their car might be out. The car's out off the Joshua Road next to the island north of the bridge. 1, 2, 3.